Is Andrew Ladwig. I'm from Oshkosh, Wisconsin. This here is Communities at Oshkosh North. I did my compassion-based learning on stock cars. I enjoy stock car racing. I would like to start stock car racing. I mainly researched the fact that stock car racing isn't always that safe because a lot of people will skip safety precautions like welding your frame on, making sure all your glass is out. Your firewalls need no holes in them, otherwise you have a high chance of starting on fire. Things I learned are you should and almost have to have an inch-thick piece of steel in your driver's side door, so no pieces of metal from any of the other cars, if they crash, their metal will shred off. Usually they're going fast enough to rip the whole side off. And there's always a possibility of that piece of metal coming through your door and stabbing you in your ribs, which almost always will end up putting you in the hospital in intensive care. I think stock cars need to be safer because at the speed you are going, anything that happens can lead to a fatality. A lot of things people don't realize is screws, bolts, anything that isn't a weld can rattle. And if it rattles enough, it'll erode itself and it'll rattle right out. What happens when your roll cage comes off? If you roll, the cage might slip and you will be squished like an ant. Nobody wants to be squished like an ant. At least not the last time I checked. Some other things I've learned are that if they do not believe your car is safe, they will not let you race. That is final. A lot of the years people like to use, because their bodies were almost completely steel, are like the 60s Chevelles, the Novas, the Impalas, the GTOs, all the way up to about an 85 Monte Carlo, or anything around there. A lot of the time Chevy is known to be the best car because they have less chance of falling apart. Ford! I think that if people are going to stock car race, they should take these safety precautions into consideration, because if you don't, you are putting yourself in danger, you're putting others in danger, and you're even putting the people in the stands in danger, because if your car falls apart and just flies, that debris might get over the fence and hit some of the the fans. Why would you want to hurt people watching you? I also think that this is interesting because people go to stock car races all the time and think, oh, it's just a plain car, it's just painted, it doesn't have anything special to it. They don't take safety precautions. A lot of the time people put thousands on top of thousands of dollars into their cars to make sure they're safe, their fellow racers are safe, the people watching, the people holding the flag, making sure if something does come off in the track, they run out and pick it up. They take these precautions just to protect them people and themselves. Otherwise, a lot of the racers would be dead, some of the people working there would be dead, and there'd be parts of metal in the stands and the crowd. Thank you. My name is Andrew Ladwig, Oshkosh North Communities. Peace.